Hello and welcome to Botanic Shed, a place created to help you build vitality and resilience through enhancing your connection to nature. I'm Lara Cowan and I'm here interviewing experts in the field of nature, science and wellness to bring you easy to do therapeutic self-care tips. Whatever you're going through, I want to support you by giving you access to nature as salvation. Being an outdoors girl, nature has been my healer and veritable antidepressant for decades. And I want to share this experience of growth and compassion with you. Let's make biophilia, which means love of life, love of biology. Let's make biophilia the leading language of the world. I hope you enjoy these interviews and share them with your loved ones and colleagues to build a stronger and calmer body, mind, and world. See you on the other side. Hi, Karuna. Hello, everyone.
Hi, Lara.
Again, I'm not in the shed because it's I'm being a bit cozy today. I've got myself a new cashmere jumper, but I bought something inside from outside, which is a little bit going to help us with Karuna's tip today. I will just show you these. There's a buttercup and a dandelion. A dandelion represents emotional strength. We'll come back to these because Karuna is the interfaith chaplain at Imperial College, and he's a mindfulness coach who coached me through mindfulness. We worked together on developing his business, and meanwhile, and he helped me and carried on coaching me through mindfulness while I helped him get some gigs and get the word out for Aconist and mindfulness. But most importantly, he's just a lovely, kind human being, and he's serving the world every day by helping people with their emotional and mental health. He's also a monk. I'll let him tell you a bit about his story, but this is Karuna Priya, a great friend who I luckily met by literally just looking on an advert for mindfulness on a gym board, I think in Northolt or somewhere, really strange one.
It was, yes.
Yeah. About 10 years ago. But welcome. We are really, really happy to have you here, Karuna. I'll put these flowers down. Do you want to just give a little intro to your background and your connection to nature, where it all started?
Thanks for having me, Lara. So yes, so I started as being a Buddhist monk at about 8 years old. Yeah. And I spent a lot of time in nature and growing up with nature in the monasteries in Thailand, in Bangladesh, in Sri Lanka. And so lots of stories around nature. But the reason that I became a monk was because I had some health issues. I had malaria, and when I woke up from the coma, then my parents thought it was a blessing that they got back their son, because it was quite really life-threatening. So that's how I ended up being in the monastery.
Kind of a gratitude, expression of gratitude by your parents to put you in the monastery.
Yeah. So I spent a lot of time in the monastery, as I said, with nature, planting trees, nurturing plants, working with soil, watering, cleaning. But the most fun thing was meditating openly in nature, because I remember we used to go in the wood, and then we used to have this mosquito nets around us, and we would just sit there, closing our eyes in this this moonlight, and it was so much fun. It's so much memories. Yeah, but I also learned to respect all forms of life, including insects, birds, animals. So that's one of the things in the monasteries, that we learn to respect all nature, because we're all connected and we're all part of it, that this is an ecosystem, that we depend on each other, that we depend on these natural resources for our survival, as well as protecting them, because we are part of it.
100%. This is what it's about. It's about realizing we are not alone and to reach out and connect. And I think your tip is on that, in that vein. What's your tip to help anyone watching to do, even this afternoon, if they can, to try and help themselves.
My tip would be, Lara, would be do a daily mindful walk. And it doesn't have to be, an hour long or so if you don't have the time. It can be just, going around the block a few times. Sometimes I don't have much time. So I would just go around, say 3-4 times around the block and do a mindful walk. And, why it's important to have the mindful walk, because when you walk, then you come out of your mind, with your wandering mind. I think many people would relate to how we spend so much time thinking and wondering and planning. And actually research shows that we spend about more than 48% in our head. Our waking life is actually spent in our head, thinking and planning, and didn't happen or may not happen the way we plan. So that's a lot of time that we're spending. And when we are walking,
wasted time, things that don't happen.
I know. So when we are mindfully walking, we're paying attention, we're getting out of this head, and we're living life. We're connecting to ourselves, being more in tune with what the reality is. And in fact, there are lots of research that's all done that when we spend at least 2 hours a week in open spaces, green spaces, in fact, our mental health and well-being kind of increase significantly than if we don't do it.
Yeah.
So my tip would be, Lara, this simple phrase that I really like it, like when you're doing mindful walk, name it, whatever you're seeing or feeling or smelling or you're sensing, you name it. You name that. It's a tree. Or what kind of tree is it? What kind of flower is it, or fruits? You name it, and you name it to feel it. Because when you name it, then you feel it, and when you feel it, then you heal yourself. You heal it. So when we're walking, not just thinking and planning what am I going to do when I get back home or tomorrow, but really observing and paying attention and naming it, because you want to feel it, and when you feel it, then you can actually heal your body through observing and to tuning into the nature, because we are nature. We are part of the nature.
That's really, really, really good. I think if anyone listening is having any heart palpitations, which I think everyone listening has palpitations all the time, much more regularly now than probably before. And I know there's a lot of people struggling out there. I think that this easy task to do, you can go outdoors, and yes, that the result, the results of studies coming out of Exeter University, where they have the European Centre for Health and Wellbeing, and other places. Yeah, these 2 hours out in green nature is really, really beneficial. But the way to really get the benefit from it is to name it and feel it and heal it, and that's by slowing down when you're outside, isn't it? And sort of when you stop your monkey mind, like you said, because that's the state of being unhappy if you've got a mind that's all over the place. Move your monkey mind, unhappy, to still mind, focused on what you're seeing in nature. You won't feel wow, my anxiety is gone, but it will be changing your insides, slowing down and noticing and naming a tree and connecting with it, and connecting with it, what it looks like, and responding to what it looks like, naming it in your body. Your levels of cortisol will reduce. And yeah, as I said, you might not feel it happen in a major way every single time you do it, but you probably will feel a lot more relaxed. And this is not just about feeling relaxed, it's about protecting your body functions, because high levels of cortisol in your body is detrimental to sleep, which is detrimental to bodily functions, but cortisol is also detrimental to the function of your bodily organs. So I love that your phrase, name it, feel it, and heal it. Really good. And particularly with trees, if the tip is from you to go and look at a tree and name it and feel it, to heal it, is you can think about how deep the roots go in trees. And actually, what I think is a really magic thing is that the fungi that connect beyond the roots, the main roots of trees, and then the smaller roots, and then there's actually sort of almost invisible roots that there's a web of life across all, underneath the soil, as a network and a web between all plants and trees. They communicate through them. It's a massive world of firing connections and communication, and if you can think that far down after you've if you want to, and you probably will start to, it will give you a big sense of, in a way, relief and gratitude for being part of such a powerful and connected world, and being part of it. You're not,
and also take it small steps. You don't have to feel completely like well in that sense. Perhaps just naming it, feeling it, and healing it, perhaps is what we need. It's just a bit of a disconnection from our mind wandering, monkey mind, and get out of this habitual tendency and connect to the reality, the present moment where life is actually happening.
That's amazing. So can I just ask you, I mean, this is great. People can take home, name it, feel it, and heal it. And if you were going to get just name and feel and heal, what would you explain? How would you describe what I'm showing you here? Maybe just the front one.
Yeah. I'm seeing it's green. There's green. There's a plant. There's this fluffy thing.
Fluffy, yeah.
Fluffy, yeah. It's white. It's soft.
Yeah.
It's change as well.
Yeah, it's changed since I last showed it to you, isn't it? It's delicate. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Karuna. That's really, really valuable help. I hope this can calm some people down today and always. And when your calming voice is gone, I hope people can connect back to you. They can reach you via Botanic Shed or Akinista Mindfulness, or what else would you like to say?
Yeah, so there is also a new app that I'm developing called Zen Mind, and this is where I will be sharing lots of meditation, nature meditations. There's also meditation for sleep. It's free to start. So if you go to zenmind.co.uk, you will have more information to explore.
Congratulations, well done. That'll be lovely.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Look forward to seeing you again soon.
Yeah, see you later. Bye.